Hey guys, I was going to give you a quick walk around of my F250 Tremor. It's a 2020. A lot of you saw it in the video the other day whenever I was doing a walkthrough of our camper. So I just want to kind of give you my thoughts on it since I've had it now a little over a year. So there's the camper that I did the video on the other day, Sierra 384 QBOK. And this is what we're using to pull it. 2020 F250 Tremor package, and this trim model was the Lariat. So a lot of people had asked what the trim package is. The trim package, it gets you 35-inch Goodyear Duratrax, and then it also gets you a 2-inch lift. It gets you the matte black wheels. It gives you some upgraded suspension. And it also gives you a couple different modes to drive in. There's like a sand mode, a rock crawl mode, stuff honestly that I'm probably never going to use. But I got this truck because I thought it looked great, and I just wanted this truck. This was a truck that I had my eye on, and if y'all remember, hold on one second, let me get this turned around. If y'all remember what I started my lawn care business with, let me show you a video of that truck real quick. So this is just a quick reminder, guys, that you do not need a $70,000 vehicle to do lawn care, okay? This Ranger that you're looking at, this thing, I bought it on Craigslist for like $2,200. I probably put an additional $3,000 of work into it to get it road ready. And then that bed that you saw, that took about another $2,000. So I probably had $8,000 in that truck. And that's literally what I started with, man. I grew my company for 3 years with that rig. We ran a 36-inch stander. You can go back and look at all my videos. And man, we were pumping them out, dude. We were $200,000 a year with that rig right there, and a guy. And then that is doing a little bit of landscaping like on the side. But I would say that rig right there, me and a helper was generating a solid $150 a year, solid with that rig right there. So I say that to just remind you that, look, as I'm showing you this truck, man, like this, I'm not telling you that, you know, this is a truck that, you know, if you're gonna start a lawn business, you need to have yourself a 250. You don't. You can get by with something much less, and that's really the beauty of this industry. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump back into it. So I outfitted this with a rough country winch. It has a 12,000 pound capacity, and I have a synthetic rope on it. I went with that instead of the cable. It was just a lot easier to manage the rope. And, you know, a couple of my buddies who are much more into trucks than I am, who are much more into winching and towing and mudding and that type of thing, they told me, it's like, look, you know, you can get the Badlands winch at Harbor Freight, and it's going to be a pretty good bang for your buck. Or you can go with the Warn winch. It's going to be substantially more expensive, great winch, but most all of them said that the rough country is about middle of the road. It's a great price, and it's been a proven winch for a long time. And again, they steered me in the right direction on what to get, because really it's not something that I do, but I do use this winch frequently for my lawn care and landscaping business, primarily removing shrubs. And I showed you guys a video of this thing in action the other day, how we use a heavy duty chain to wrap around the base of trees, and then I just stand there and slowly winch shrubs out. Sure beats the heck out of shoveling them, that's for sure. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you. Oh, the other thing that it comes with the trimmer package is these running boards. I think these are the same running boards that come on the Raptor. And it also gives you, I don't want to get this wrong, because I know there's people who are like way more into trucks than I am, but it has something to do with, it gives you more protection for whenever you are doing rock crawling and stuff. Like if you tilt to the side, those things are not going to allow your truck to get scraped up or beat up or anything. Is this truck good to work out of? No, it is not good to work out of. Like if you're doing lawn care, the 2-inch lift makes accessing the toolbox a pain in the butt. I can still access it, not comfortably. I can get in there and do it, but anybody who's like is not as tall as I am has a really difficult time getting in there. And you know, it seems like we're in and out of our toolbox all day long. So I really try not to use this truck for lawn care or lawn care route. I stick with our other vehicle for that. This one dips in the action occasionally if we have a super busy day. But every time I get in it and I'm working out of it, I'm like, man, this is not a good vehicle as like a daily lawn care truck, primarily because of the lift on it. It's difficult to work out of. The bed sits up high. It's just not nearly as easy as just a standard height pickup truck. Quick reminder, this is like a rig that we run. We've run two of these, 52 inch, a 36 inch. We run a backpack blower, a handheld blower, usually stays in the back of the pickup truck, 2 weed eaters, and a stick edger. And that's it. That's the rig that we use. That is a 6.5 by 12 trailer, and with 2 standers on there. You can see there's plenty of clearance there. I'm torn between going between a double axle trailer, you know, like a tandem trailer, because this has been okay for us. Like, ideally, would we like to have 2 axles? Yeah, sure, but you know, I don't know. Is the wear and tear on the additional tires worth it? You know, those mowers don't come anywhere near the 3,500 pound rating for that axle, so we're good there. The gate is super light, so that trailer has proven to be very effective for us. Here's another one that we have. This one has the mesh sides on it. It's outfitted the same way. 3,500 pound axle, run a 52 inch stander in here, 36 in the front. 2 weed eaters, a stick edger, backpack blower, and then the handheld blower typically just gets strapped down somewhere. So I have taken this truck off-road, and it really is a fun truck. It's fun to drive. It handles bumpy, nasty roads really well. I do a lot of hunting. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys, but typically, I mean, whenever I'm hunting public land, we're out in some really crappy stuff, and people freak out whenever they see that truck coming down the road, or you know, in the conditions that I put it in. But you know, like, I do want to keep my truck nice, but at the end of the day, man, it's a truck, you know, and I tend to get a lot of use and a lot of miles and a lot of wear and tear out of my trucks. As much as I'm going to do my best, you know, to take care of this vehicle and, you know, just treat it right, at the end of the day, you know, it is a tool, and that's something that we have to keep in mind, guys. Most machines that we are using should be viewed as tools. Now, if you have just so much money laying around that you can go buy yourself, you know, some Teslas and just some daily drivers, you know, that you enjoy, and that's your thing, by all means. But you know, I do have a nice truck, but I do know that my truck, for me, it is a tool. It's definitely a tool.